Before to start, we would like to thank the Cube. I go there in that way. Yes, exactly. I don't know how many of you know already the space, but this is the Cube, the co-working space where we are right now, and they're hosting for free in their collaboration with ADVPLUS, which is my agency, with Teresa, also the business partner. Tonight we have the pleasure to have Alex as our main speaker of this workshop. I really catch the idea since the beginning. It was like, I have an idea to make a good workshop with a new AI tool. Just explain. Then I asked to Cube, and they are hosting. If you don't know the Cube, they have this main co-working space here. There are different rooms, and there are 2 floors, downstairs and upstairs. You have also private meeting rooms. There is also an inside garden. There is a kitchen. The common area, and downstairs also other facilities. And there are also some now private offices, which is part of the Cube Studios. They just opened 1 month ago, more or less. And at the end of the day, if you didn't try yet the co-working, you will get a free pass thanks to Cube, and you can come to try the co-working for 1 day. Then you will have a daily pass, and you can also check how it goes during the day here. Okay, next. Okay, you introduce yourself. That's you.
So let me read because I don't remember.
Come on.
Hello everybody, my name is Alex Russo. Thank you so much for being here, and thanks for Cube for hosting us today. There's so many of you. It's not going to be that interesting actually. Who am I? So I'm a so-called entrepreneur, but I like to call myself more of a creator and an experimental-driven human. So I'm the founder of the Lisbon Entrepreneurs and Creator Meetup here in Lisbon, and now counts almost 600 members. We recently started to organize events again, and this is one of them in collaboration with the ADVPLUS community that my dear friend Poppy runs. I own a few different brands. WebYourMind, which is an accelerator for tech companies, so sort of a software house, but also backed by marketing and sales specialists and product specialists and so on and so forth. I have Women Analytics, which is a conversion rate optimization brand, and I recently launched Freelancing Boost, which is a service that I offer to people that want to find ticket clients on Upwork. So pretty much I help them finding ticket clients on Upwork. That's pretty much me. I come from the enterprise world. I've been a software engineer for 2 decades almost, and then another decade as an entrepreneur, a business owner, and that's it. Today I'm here to tell you about how we can bring our ideas to life without getting stuck by our own thoughts that it takes too long before we can launch it. For example, I meet a lot of entrepreneurs that have amazing ideas, and I'm going to leave the word entrepreneurs on the side. I meet a lot of people, humans with amazing ideas, that then for some reason don't ever transform their idea into something tangible. They never launch. And it's because they either die by their own perfectionism or they have imposter syndrome. And I feel that if we don't have imposter syndrome, when we try to do something new, there's something wrong. Because we are trying to launch something that didn't exist before. So of course we are imposters when we begin, right? And nowadays with AI, we can literally build a minimum viable product over a weekend, launch it on the market, let the market tell us if they actually want it, and then build on top of it. And today we're going to try to pick an idea from one of you guys. I'll show you how we're going to do this in a moment.
Yeah.
And
we have another slide before.
Yes.
Just now you explain the ADVPLUS.
Oh man, but you're good. This one I don't care about.
Give me just
Don't
the
talk to
microphone. It's gonna be super quick. Basically, ADVPLUS, it's based in Lisbon since 7 years. We start as a meta ads specialist. We are helping brands, e-commerce businesses to grow. Since a couple of years now, we also teach how to implement AI. We are doing coachings and trainings into the internal teams, and that's why we are talking about AI. Next. And that's why, again, that's why next week also we're gonna have another event, still here, same place and same day, like Tuesday at 7 o'clock. And it's going to be for the first time for this year. It's a discussion roundtable where you can come to share your thoughts, your experience, but also ask if you're not managing to doing something with AI and share with the others and try to make a brainstorming all together with new tools and new updates also of the existing ones. Then we can start, I think.
It's hot.
time.
It's time.
Yes. Yes. Arrivederci.
Arrivederci. Okay. So, quick question, maybe guys, raise your hands. Do you know what the word front-end means? Okay, raise your hands if you know what that is. Okay, you know, hands. Same thing about back-end, because I'm going to use this word today. Okay, awesome. All right, so today we are going to focus on this lovely thing called Lovable. Yay! I thought you were part of the core team. So that's what we're going to use to build our product today, and that's going to be our front end, okay? And the back end is going to be Supabase, okay? Don't worry about memorizing all of this. We're going to mention the word GitHub, that is the code repository, so pretty much is where we can host our code. And I'm going to tell you more about this 24s.dev later on. It's just a marketplace for ready-made UI components, but let's talk about it later. All right, so now it's time for us to collect ideas, and in a moment I will change this slide. So the way in which we're going to do it, we're going to use a tool. You guys will see on the top of the screen a link, and there will be a code, okay? So if any of you has an idea that they always wanted to bring to life, please submit it during our session. And Poppy, how long do you think we should give these people to come up with an idea?
2 minutes.
2 minutes, damn it.
Yeah, because you need to work hard on the
All right,
workshop.
so chop. So you can see the ideas are going to appear on screen. Me and Poppy are going to pick 3 of them, and then you guys are going to vote between those 3, and we're going to pick 1. And that one is going to be the idea we're going to work on today. Sounds good? Any questions?
Don't be shy to share your ideas, people, because...
Yeah. Don't use swear words. It can't be anything. It needs to be PG-13, yeah? So, all right.
The link, we need the
Yes,
link.
very good.
Okay.
Too many fingers at once.
Come on, that's called multitasking.
Which only
We
women
need an
can,
AI for this. Maybe.
only women can do.
Okay, you will see the link.
Just a second, let me present this. All right.
Okay.
Wait, this thing is going to disappear in a moment.
Basically,
The code is on the top.
Menti.com.
Or
You
you
have
can
also
use
the
the
QR
QR
code. And the code is 83088903. Bingo.
And that's my test. That's what I want to build today.
We need that like Kahoot. Tune.
I love Kahoot. I hosted a quiz night with that.
Did you put the timer or we count the...
We count.
I start to count from now.
Let's be analogic.
I'm the
One,
bad guy,
two,
like, you have to do on time.
I'm a bad guy. That's not an idea.
Okay, someone send the name of...
Somebody wants to do that. Okay, AI tool to replace Excel to help me organize my jobs applications and some gamification to keep me motivated. I like that. And once we pick the idea, the person that came up with the idea will come here with me. Will join us.
Should I go for the next? An automated recruitment tool for specialized areas.
That one is not going to happen.
Dating sites where AI
It's not going to happen today.
A CRM that pulls contacts from LinkedIn. Recommended tour of Lisbon based on the user interest.
I'm going to close this, otherwise we don't see anything.
A marketplace that connects between surfers and surf photographers. This is kind of dating hub, I would say. No, I'm joking. A surfer can own a Photoshop and a photographer can tell where they are shooting. Personalized daily horoscope and tarot reading using AI.
This one we built, not with Lovable.
Organize photos and screenshots with tags and folders to be easy to find and organize everything.
Nice.
AI tool that create personas and help to understand businesses needs when created reports, data visualization and dashboards.
That's nice.
Only 11 ideas on a full room.
Well, we give another minute, yeah?
Tool to organize events using direct personalized AI to person messaging. Instagram enemy, social app. I was waiting for that. Where you get updates on your friends' life, create own communities, share memes and event with them, and have share Calendly feature. A cybersecurity course, Duolingo style, to help old people be aware of all the risks they face. Wow, nice one.
Nice. You submitted that?
It votes for itself, no.
Also, why?
An app that connects people via interests. We are at 16 response. Collaborative Elo ranking platform. An app that helps people to measure the electricity carbon footprint coming from their daily activities, such as watching an episode from Breaking Bad. Original one. Someone is still, okay, I see still texting. Probably they're texting.
Okay, let's get the next 3 and then we stop at 20.
Okay. A tool made for restaurants who can scan customers' mind based on their emotions and their taste.
We don't have Neuralink. We need that. 1.5 hours, let's be realistic. Let's try it. Well, it's 2 hours because we can stay a bit more.
You don't know, but we're going to sleep here, guys.
Yes. The doors are locked. You can't get out.
Come on, stop. Okay.
All right. Then last
Someone
one.
who's missing? Just put the... Are you...
That I don't see. There was something saying that personalized AI app to find the ADHD, to help people to find the ADHD. It's not there. I processed the second.
Now we got one. Lie detector. Funny. Okay.
It's not coming.
Okay.
But can you repeat?
It's personalized AI app that will help to find the ADHD.
Okay.
Okay.
Pretty interesting.
That's a very
Let's keep in mind.
Okay. So,
Over?
over.
Someone? Okay.
Okay. Shall we choose? Let's choose 4. 2. You choose 2. I choose 2, and then they vote on 4.
No, but you can choose the 4. It's
4.
all on you.
It's all about me. Okay.
Yes.
Of course, there's a lot of very interesting ideas here. So
Yeah, actually, yes.
whichever I'm gonna pick, everybody else, please keep working on those ideas because a lot of them are really interesting. So we have an automated recruitment tool for specialized area. A dating site, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna do that. I like this one, a tool to replace Excel to help me organize my jobs application. And some gamification to keep me motivated. This one could be a good candidate. So this one is one of the options we're gonna vote. I'm gonna just ask you to raise your hands, okay? And a marketplace that connects between surfers and photographers. A surfer can own a Photoshop and the photographer.
And the photographer can tell where they are shooting.
Shooting, okay. Personalize the horoscope. Recommended tours of Lisbon based on the user interest. This one I want to pick as well, because we're in Lisbon after all.
What about the ADHD?
Choose one.
The one is out.
The one that is out. So what it will be?
Personalized tool that help you to deal with the ADHD.
Okay.
To motivate you to go through this. And
Okay,
be more
that one is, can also be part.
Okay.
And then the last one. You pick the last one, at least.
Maybe I will go for the cybersecurity Duolingo.
Ah, okay. All right. So to recap, let's vote for the last.
Oh, or maybe also that one would be good.
This one is really challenging for 2 hours. We can do it, but not in 2 hours.
Okay.
Okay. A cybersecurity course. Raise your hands. So who wants that we build a cybersecurity course, Duolingo style?
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
5.
Okay. Who wants to build a recommendation tool for ADHD? 1, 2.
I will vote. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8.
Already were some people there.
9. Okay.
9.
Which one?
It's not on the screen because she didn't manage.
Who wants to build the recommended tours of Lisbon based on the user interests?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 6.
6.
6.
And the last one was the AI tool to replace Excel to help me organize my jobs applications and some gamification to keep me motivated.
Okay,
I think that's the one.
there are some Excel problems here.
Well,
I'm joking.
jobs application. Okay, who submitted that one? Because I think it's the winner, yeah?
Yeah.
Can you come here? With us? Join us. Give her the microphone.
Let's a clap for the idea selection. You can,
Let's see. All right,
You
so
need
now you
mics.
get the microphone.
please.
Can you
Get the microphone.
tell us just a bit more, like in 2 minutes, just can you pitch it to us?
Yeah, let me pitch the idea. So I was the first one to submit that because
both
I'm
of
actually. Yeah,
In
this
both,
is
in
better
both,
one?
both.
In
No, in
both?
both, yes.
Okay, that's difficult.
I will
but
keep,
let's try.
Go, speak with them. I will keep.
Okay, so a lot of friends and former colleagues are going through, like switching jobs right now. And it's very hard for us to keep motivated and apply for a lot of jobs. We've been given some Excel sheets models to one another, but this is so boring. And I wanted to just, talk to some generative AI, have it organizing the information for me and giving me reminders, like you haven't applied yesterday or it's been 7 days that you haven't updated a job. Go and do it, and that's it. I hope it can help a lot of people.
Let's
We can
start.
do it. Yeah.
You can give back the microphone to Alex.
Thank you.
In a bit. Let's do it. Okay, so this one, we have like 1 hour and a half, so more or less. So we'll try to build as much as we can of that. By the end of the session, we will share with you the link, and you can continue with the app for as long as you want. So you will have part of that done, okay? And everybody else, so what I will explain to you now how this tool works and we'll start coding, at some point there will be things and features that we have to build for the app. So whenever I will ask you if anybody has some advice, so I'm sure we have product people, marketing people, people who maybe are good at copywriting. So I would like all of us to somewhat join, or at least a part of us. It's not about me. I'm just gonna code around. All right, let's begin.
Okay. And of course, you can try your own idea once you have the tool.
Yes.
Let's go to Lovable.
Lovable. Hey.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, please.
What's the thought? There's so many tools like this out there. What's the thought process about picking these specific tools?
Well, Alex try, and it's a good one, and that's why I want to show you how it works.
So there's a bunch of these, right? There's Lovable, there's Bolt.dev. Recently, there's one called Devin that came out, and there's others. What I particularly like about these guys is that they always join their sessions. They're really on top of the product. They got to 10 million in annual recurring revenue in 60 days. They are
And I give a disclaimer: it's not working for Lovable.
No, I tried to get money. They don't want to give me money. But what I really like is that they don't bind you to them. You can take the code out, give it to your developers, and abandon them. So if they fail, you don't fail with them. That's one of the reasons. All right, so this little tool here, pretty much like, I know I can't use them.
Te lo tengo io.
Oh man.
Suona malissimo, vabbè.
Of course, there's a bit of intro, guys. So bear with me if we be 1 hour and not 2. Anyway, Lovable that you can meet on Lovable.dev. This is very crazy. It's a tool that is prompt driven, like Open, guys.
I tried it, but I didn't.
Can you hear me? Okay, so in a moment. So Lovable interface is what you see right in front of you right now. So like OpenAI, ChatGPT, Claude, you have a prompt-based interaction. There's 2 ways in which you can start a project. You either ask Lovable to draw the skeleton of the project you want to build, or you can begin from an available template. And there's a bunch of templates that the application offers, such as a SaaS startup landing page, a modern business landing page, and so on and so forth, okay? So there's also analytics dashboards, and there's the AI chat interface. So if you want to build an AI, sorry, what's your name, founder? What's your name?
Lexi.
Okay, so can you tell me, how would you like the user to interact with this app? With AI? Like just texting and writing?
Yes, like prompting, texting, copy and paste information.
So would you think that the screen will be starting in something like that?
Exactly, yes.
So this is what you get at the beginning? So I go
Like
to your...
ChatGPT.
Like ChatGPT? Okay, so for example, we might start from this, okay? And so why don't we try? So I'll show you right away what the application does. Let's hope it doesn't explode on me. So it's not going to be very visual, but maybe before the end of the session I show you also how it would work if it's a very visual app like effects and UI. How many people here use Figma? Okay. One of the features this app has is that you can import your design from Figma using a tool named Builder.io. Okay. And if you do that, the app will use your design pretty much. Okay. So I started from this template, and what the template does is executing a number of prompts. You see like that there's already a conversation here. If we did started from scratch, we would have had just one response. But given that we have an app that is working already in some way, because this looks like ChatGPT, you know, there's some prompts that are existing. But we don't really mind. This is our start. Okay. Here we go. I really need to use my hands.
Yeah. I don't think you hear from there, no?
Can you hear me from the back?
Yes.
Okay, so, all right, so come here with me. Let's work on this together. Okay, important things. So on the left-hand side, you have your prompts. So this is how you interact with the app, how you talk to Lovable. One thing you have to keep in mind is that the pricing model is credit-based. So you have different subscriptions, and every time you interact with the prompt, you spend 1 credit. The minimum subscription gives you 100 credits per month plus 150 free credits divided by 5 credits per day. Okay? When you encounter errors, if you use the feature that the tool offers to fix errors, you don't pay. Okay? But if you write down fix errors, you will pay. Okay, so now how this 4 screens should be looking in your opinion? So
I think you should have a show me my progress. That will have maybe a table with all the jobs I applied.
but like if we have this interface, the moment I go on your site, the website has no idea where I am and what I'm doing. I just arrived here and I see this.
Yeah, just the start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does it start?
Okay. Good question.
Ah.
How does it start?
How do you guys
I
think
mean,
it should start?
designer.
I think a good landing page.
Voice.
Hello, we are this service. Maybe you want to subscribe.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I want to build a landing page for my product, okay, which helps people stay on top of their job applications. Is that what it does?
Exactly.
Of their job applications by doing what?
By helping them organize
Helping them organize.
the jobs they have applied for,
Okay. What else?
prioritize.
Prioritize
Exactly.
those. And what else?
Generate reminders.
Generate reminders for them.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay. Now, so this is what we want, of course. And then if we really want to do it right, we could take this one, put it into ChatGPT, and ask it to create a prompt with the entire product. Okay. Build a landing page. Okay. Highlighting the main product features, and make sure to use latest design trends to do so. Trends. Place any copy that you see fit. Let's see. For example, now I'm asking the tool to build a landing page for this product. Okay. And now we will start working on this. While it does, I'm going to open another Lovable. So every time we see this thing working, if that's okay for you guys, I'm going to tell you a bit more about Lovable so we don't waste time looking at the screen that is doing things, okay? So, for example, just to give you an idea of an end result, this is something I built with Lovable, for example. This is for an entrepreneurship community. As you can see, there's animations, there's a bunch of details. This one I built in 15 minutes, okay? This is one example. Yesterday, some of you were on a live session with me, right? Until midnight. And we built a bunch of other things. So let me show you.
Can you collaborate with someone else at the same project?
That's a very good question. Yes, you can. You can. Because you can share it, and people can continue from where you left off. And there's another one that the one I'm currently building is this. This one, let me show you. It's a personal finance app. Nothing special, but I just built a landing page, and then I built the entire feature where you register, and you can also sign in, and you can also manage your expenses. Let me show you. And now we'll go back to yours, just to show you that this thing kind of works. Hello?
Check the credentials.
Oh man, it doesn't work. Or maybe just as the.
Password manager doesn't work.
Oh yeah.
Have to be done on
Oh, it does.
I have a question.
Yes.
And to start, does my result, my front end and quality of the code depends on prompt? Should be it's precise, detailed, or it should be like my sort, like make this and this.
I think that the more the way I feel, and you can argue with that, is that you have to treat AI like a baby initially. So the more detailed you are, the better it will perform. Okay? So you can start by saying, hey, do this thing for me. But then you can improve the detail of the information you give it. And it keeps learning from your information, yeah? If you don't know how to do it, for example, you can ask the AI itself to improve the prompt for you and say, hey, I'm asking you this, but ask it back to yourself in a way that is detailed and makes sure that you achieve what I want. So the answer is the more detailed, the better. The other thing you shouldn't do, though, is to do very long prompts and trying to ask too much in one go, because otherwise you might end up having this thing called hallucinations, you know? It starts hallucinating and gives you results that are not the best. So if you break your request in chunks and you try to be very specific, you'll get better results.
And only details matter or structure, maybe samples?
Yes, examples work really well, and it's good that you mentioned that. So we already have something here. Have you seen that? And speaking of which, in Lovable, you have an area, you see, that is called Project Settings. And guys, if you didn't see, I click on this cog icon here. You see this area named Knowledge. If you click on Manage Knowledge, you can add a custom context. This is where you can add everything that you want to say about the structure, about the logo, about the app name, about if you are very techy, you can also talk about coding style and include any documentation that you want to include. Otherwise, you just write a brief about the app. This means that every time you interact with Lovable for this project, it will remember of this context. You don't have to repeat yourself. It's like your knowledge base, exactly. So that's where you should write down that. You can write about structure and everything, or like do it. Yeah?
Branding.
Yeah, branding. And the other cool thing that you can do, you see that there's this attach option. Like if you take a screenshot of a website you like, and you ask it to try to replicate that look and feel, it will do it. It will try to create it exactly with those colors and the look and feel. So it's good to do screenshots. I use Go Full Page, which takes full page screenshots. I upload them here, and then I tell it, hey, use the same identical look and feel, try to replicate the colors. but use my own copy. Don't. There's quite question.
The one that takes the full screenshot.
Can you repeat?
Which service do you use to pick the whole website?
It's a browser. There's many browser extensions, but the one I use is called Go Full Page. This one, Go Full Page. And that one takes a full page screenshot, and then I touch it there and say, hey, I want a landing page that looks like this, but with my copy. Any questions before I proceed? Yes?
Does it always work like 100%, or have you found like bugs?
Of course I found bugs, and we're going to find bugs. But let's say pretty much like it could happen that it gives you a skeleton that doesn't exactly resemble that. So it will not copy the website, but we will try to communicate in a similar way. It will use the same colors or similar colors.
Well, I meant when it actually releases the product, like on the...
Sometimes there are errors.
Yeah, you have errors. But I want us to encounter errors because it's important that I show you how to handle those. Anyway, shall we take a look at what we have right here?
Yeah.
So we have a hero section that says, never miss a job application again. Track, organize, and prioritize your job applications in one place. Stay on top of your job search with smart reminders. I didn't ask it to do any of this. Yeah, in 1 second, and I'll come to you. I will remember that it's it. We have get started free. If I click, probably nothing will happen. See how it works? Nothing will happen. We are just a skeleton, yeah? Interview reminder. You see, kind of created also like these little alerts here. All the tools you need to succeed. Track applications. Stay organized. Prioritize jobs, and so on and so forth, okay? What our users say. We also have testimonials. Simple, transparent pricing. And frequent, we have a FAQ session. Not the one you think about, FAQ. All right, so this took us what, like 30 seconds? Beep. And one thing, so this tool is powerful, as I mentioned, for prototyping, for MVPs, for rapid market validation. It's definitely, and I don't recommend any no-code tool for this, something that you would rely on, at least today, but maybe in a month or maybe yes, because it goes very fast, for production and scaling up. But if you want to launch something on the market and see what they say, this thing works, okay? All right, so we have a landing page. What happens now? So I'm here, the price, yeah, we can implement the pricing if you want after. But do you like it?
I like it so far, yeah.
Okay, so now I'm here, no? I land on your website. Does it have a name, this website? Do you have a name in mind for it?
Ideas?
Any ideas about the name?
Jobable.
Any bad?
Like when you have the landing page, you copy.
All right.
We can just ask it to come up with a name, yeah.
Yeah, okay. How about you?
Although
I like it.
credit
But wait, before I continue, you had a question, right?
I have a question was just if I want to change exactly one copy or one specific part of the front end.
I love it. You mean the copy, yeah?
Yes, like
Okay,
I
so-
don't like the pricing, or I would like to add a section.
Okay, you can do that.
But I have to. How can I tell the tool?
So you can do direct edits with this edit button. This is a new feature that came like 2 weeks ago. You select what you want to edit. For example, I don't know, you want to change this, yeah? And you want to make it of another color, for example. You want to make it, say you want to make it emerald. I'm not going to choose this one because it's horrible, but yeah. You know, you can. You can also change the text itself, track, whatever. Wait. I don't know why I'm looking there and I'm not looking at my screen, but yeah. Discard.
So you can't edit it dynamic.
Because it's dynamic. It's dynamic content, that's why. So you can edit different things like text, color, etc. But this edit feature, it's new. So they're still releasing updates.
Okay.
The way in which I do it is you can do it in 2 ways. You can take a screenshot of the area. So for example, I do this. I select this, you know, and I say, I don't like this area, you know, please change it with this, and this copy, okay? Or I can say like, I want it more, I want it to have a black background, or I don't like the hero section, it should have another type of image, you know, you have to be specific about what you want to change.
If I want to add like
Yes, you say, hey, I really like the landing page, because you have to be kind to AI, otherwise you're otherwise it's going to be a big problem. But you can say, hey, between the hero section and all the tools you need to succeed, I need another session that highlights more about the founders. You know, it's about the founders, and it's going to be like this and like that. I want it 2 columns, I want it 4 columns. You know, that what you see, what you say is what you get, pretty much. It's not what you see, but it's what you say.
Can you also ask Reddit to add more features, or would it be another totally different app? I mean, for example, in this one, if you would ask, for example, to Reddit research the internet and bring me all the vacancies that are open, and
Okay.
that would be much
Lovable does not connect to, no, as a feature. Yes, you can say, like, after a user logs in, I want the user to be able to, research openings. At some point,
But the AI wouldn't be able to do that for you, just bring it in.
the AI will, once this app is built, it will be able to do what we taught it to do. For example, to implement the feature that you say, at some point we had to connect this thing to a backend, and the backend will call, say, OpenAI, and do that research for you, you know? So there's like, there's building blocks. So the user sees this, and this is like the front face. Then on the back, under the hood, there's a system of some sort that is the backend that actually implements all the functionalities. Yes?
Sure, but what I'm asking is, like, do we still depend on what OpenAI is doing, or can we actually create a whole different level of, like, okay, I want you to be, like, every week checking, like, that 100 type of websites where to check those types of applications, like, if there's any vacancies open, and then bring it in, like, you know, can you just...
You can, so pretty much, like, at some point we're going to talk, at some point in a bit, like in just 10 minutes maximum, we're going to talk about Supabase, which is one of the backends. So in your backend, you have the concept of database. So say, I have database and I have functions. The functions can do what you're saying, so they can go do this research. They put it in the database, and then I want to create another function that every day takes this data from the database and gives it to the user. Make sense?
Yeah.
To everybody? Yeah. Okay. All right. Back to you, creator. So what do you want to? Okay. What do you think that happens when the user clicks on Get Started for free? What do you?
He needs to sign up.
Yes. Okay. So let's do that. And now something interesting is going to happen. All right. I love the landing page, so I'm not going to get killed when AI takes over. I love the landing page. Okay, now I need to make sure that users can register and log in into my app. When a user clicks on Get Started Free, speaking of which, is any of you a Scrum Master or knows what Agile is? Or writes user stories. Like, okay, so like we'll do something similar. No? When a user clicks on Get Started Free, I want them to get redirected to the sign up page. Also, make sure to implement all the backend features. I'm not going to say what, I just say that I want everything to make this possible. Thank you. Thank you, please. Bye. In the meantime.
I missed that part when you said about connection to the backend. This tool doesn't work with backend, right?
This tool is your front end, but connects. You see this Supabase? It's integrated with backends. So they offer you Supabase. Let me just stand because. So you can connect your tool to a backend. They really work well with Supabase, and Supabase is a backend as a service tool, meaning that it's one of those backends that are almost fully automated and easy to use. You can do whatever you want if you log into Supabase, but if you work through Lovable, Lovable will take care of everything. Say that you say, hi, I want to be able to save all the jobs that I found so that tomorrow I can apply to them. It will create the database tables. It will create the functions to read the data from the table. You will not have to do any of this yourself. Okay?
In Supabase.
No, but through this interface.
This thing,
You will
but
see
we're going to do it now because in a moment this thing will tell me, hey, you're asking me to implement sign up and login. I need to do something. You need a backend. And that's when I'm going to show you now that in Supabase all we're going to do, we are going to create a project. We're going to give it a name. We're going to connect it with this little thing. If you want a spoiler, we do connect to a project. And then I will do everything else here. It will tell you, hey, I'm about to create this table, this security policy. Okay? Are you happy with that? And if you're technical, maybe you want to see what it's doing. If you're not technical, you're going to say, for sure, yeah, go. Yes.
Other two questions. First one is, with Supabase, we can, of course, manage also like email authentication. So if someone registers, we can send like just that.
I'm going to show you can manage any type of email authentication.
Okay, this is cool. And the second question is, if I want to connect it to external API, so imagine I develop my tool.
It's fun as well. So if you tell it, hey, create a front-end function that calls my API, it will say my API comes with, it's a protected API, it will pop up and say, give me your API key.
Okay.
And then it will implement it and call whichever API you want.
Third question.
And then we go back to this.
Okay. No, third question is, so if I connected to API, I need like to add password and this stuff, so some like secret that I don't want to put on, how can I manage it? So
That
like,
you don't want to put where?
Like the .env file, for example. Like,
Okay.
How does it work?
That's in the backend. So at some point, that's why I'm saying that at some point you're going to encounter limits like in any code. But the good thing is that you have the GitHub option. Okay. So you can push it to GitHub. You do that part that you're talking about yourself, and then you go back to this.
Okay.
Because with GitHub, it connects into, I'm being technical here. So in GitHub, it connects two ways. So if you change code in GitHub, it goes here, and if you change it here, it goes back to GitHub. Okay. And for developers, they say, oh yeah, but where the hell is the code? If you click here, and it works, and my laptop doesn't break, hey, what are you doing?
Save all these quality changes.
I had to save, because it's still working here.
No, it's not.
Hmm?
We just refresh maybe.
Save or discard your changes of the project.
How powerful does the laptop need to be?
This is new. Say again?
How powerful does the laptop be?
The what?
Not at all, because it's
If
all
you run
project.
like a login now or a laptop, like does it need to be super powerful?
It's working entirely online, right?
It's all online. All right, project updated. Yay. This one is new, so they just did something, my friends. So let me just refresh it. Ta-da. Okay, so the code. All right, so if you click on this button, you can see the code here, right? So you can also edit the code. I personally don't do it here. I do it through Visual Studio Code, or I just push it to GitHub and I do it there. But if you want to try, you can do it. I'm not going to try it now, otherwise my experiment fails. The project template has been updated, blah, blah, blah. Implement user registration. I've implemented user registration. Okay, yes. Don't I have, so I think that if I click on this, by creating an account, you agree to our privacy policy. Okay. So this is the first problem we are encountering. What do you guys notice?
No, it's there actually.
The font is white.
Yeah, I know. What do you notice? Say that.
Yeah, the font is white, yeah.
The font is white. Okay. So in this case, I'm gonna say I can see the sign up page, but for some reason, but everything is white. Okay. Now we will try to fix it. If it doesn't fix it, the best thing to do is to screenshot it and say, no, it's white, man, or lady, or sir, or my lord.
It's like when I do with you.
Okay. Okay. So in the meantime, while this thing tries to fix it, let's talk a bit about Supabase. Okay. Supabase is a website that you can find on Supabase.com, And guys, if I talk too fast or if I talk nonsense, raise your hand and tell me. I'm not perfect. So, all right. So here, once you register, you will access this kind of screen, okay? The thing you can do is to create projects. So you have the dashboard with a bunch of menus. So let's say that you have no idea what this is. Just go on the button that is a bit as a color. Everything else is sad, but this one is a bit happier than the others. So we click on new projects. You will choose your organization, and then you will choose your project name. We need a working title.
We don't have one yet. We want to try.
Somebody can give me a project name.
I have an idea. What about job hunts? And hunts will stand for enhance. So job hunts.
Job hunts.
What do you think of job hunts? Hands, like in hands. A job hands, something like this?
Just do hire. Like you hire.
Like product hunt, job
Hunt, but she was saying the enhance. Job hunt exists, we are gonna get sued, so we can't. Yeah. Huh? Hireable. That exists as well. I was part of it. Yes, and it failed.
So it's available.
No, you're not going to sue us then.
All right, let's go with job hunts for now, because for the sake of the test. Okay, so job hunts, don't worry about everything else. So all you gotta do is to create this project and generate a database password. So we'll click on generate a database password, and I'm gonna copy this just in case. Create project. Let's go. This thing is annoying. And the other thing I want to show you, because somebody was talking about authentication, you can click on authentication, and here, hey, have I clicked on the right thing? Ah, no, it's still setting up my project, so it has to finish. While you wait.
How much do we have to spend to play with this? So, the subscription, so we need like basic for the Supabase. So, how much do you spend?
Good question. So Supabase is free up to 2 projects, but from the 4th onwards you have to pay. It's something around $20. I'll show you the pricing after. Lovable, you have 5 free credits per day, so you will not be able to do much, but say that it's a side project, you work a little on that, and then tomorrow you work a bit more, and the basic package starts from $20 per month, okay? And you still get the 5 free credits per day. So.
But like, how quickly will you, if you work on something, if you build something like you've built, how quickly would it escalate quickly to cost a lot, or?
The answer is it depends. That's why I was telling her to think about crafting the prompts before. So you have to optimize, okay? For small messages, generally they don't charge you, but they claim that they charge 1 credit per message. So if it's 100 messages, you're done for the month. And you have to wait for tomorrow and you have another 5. In reality, they charge you for larger messages. So sometimes you write down 1, 2, 3, and they charge you 1 credit, okay? Their customer support team, they are on Discord. It's really efficient. It's not uncommon that they refund the credits when, for example, you spend time fixing an error, because sometimes you end up in these error loops where it takes you like 5, 10 messages to have it fixing the errors. For now, it's crazy that we didn't see the full error yet, but they will refund you. They are really open.
But how does it work with the refund? Do you have like to write an email or automatically?
You go on Discord and you complain. So you go there and say, hey guys, what the hell is this? Are you not supposed to be a cool product? You know, and you go here with the art, and there's people that sometimes say, hey, it was better when we had Claude 3.5. And then there's us that say, hey, I spent a day to send your thing to fix it. Give me my money back. No, okay, on a serious note, like there's an area named support.
Be kind with AI, but not with support.
Yes.
No, be kind, yeah. I mean, be kind.
Support will not conquer the world.
What if support is AI?
AI will.
You go to support and you ask it nicely, then you ask it a bit less nicely, and then you say, hey, I'm going to tell all of my friends to abandon your product. No, I mean, that, yeah. I love you, Lovable. I love you guys. Please, please sponsor my next events.
I'm still pretty sure it's working for Lovable, by the way.
Now, jokes aside, they are really supportive. As I said, like, just talk to them and they will do their best. They have a good customer service. Okay, so now looks like we can see the sign up as it should be. I don't expect this to work, okay? But let's try to sign up. I'll tell you why I don't expect this to work, because there's no backend. So it will say, huh? What? WebYourMind.com. My password is, I'm not gonna tell you. Then when I sign up, database error saving new user, okay? So now, what will we ask? Who wants to tell me what to write? I get the database error saving new. Yeah, but I can be even more like, I don't want to tell you what to do. I get an error, okay? When signing up. Why? Why? The reason why I'm doing this is just to prove that it's kind of smart, okay? If you say I get a database error sending new user, it will tell you, oh, you see what it says? I can looking at the console logs, I can see the error, okay? It found out. The error indicates the Supabase is unable to send the new user to the blah, 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 and said, oh, okay, you have to go to the Supabase dashboard. You have to enable authentication. So it tells you what to do in Supabase, right? So let's try to do that. First of all, we're going to connect our project that is here. You see the one we created? I go there, click on Supabase, connect, and I click here. How much time we have? Just to know. We started late. Are you guys enjoying this so far? Yes. Woo. Let's see what we get, because we are getting a product. Okay, so I have when I love you, but when I connect the project, it starts to do some things. You see, it says your app is now connected. You can manage user account. You can store data. You can add advanced features, edge functions. So if any of you has worked with AWS or Google Cloud Platform, you know how it works. We have cloud functions. Here we have edge functions. Okay. All right. And I don't know why this thing keeps popping up. All right. So now, what's next? All right. I have to enable that authentication. We had this message here. So if you guys wonder how I know, it was telling me here, hey, go to the Supabase dashboard. Okay. Supabase dashboard here. Nope. Yes. Authentication. And then if I don't know what to do, we'll see, okay? Authentication, and then it says to do what? I think it's sign in, sign up, configuration. And here, you know, I'll allow new user to sign up. Let's see what it was telling us to do. Again, like, this is for my non-technical people, right? Make sure email of provider is enabled and ensure the of tables have been properly created. So the email of provider, is it enabled? I think it is. It's enabled, right? Okay. And here, when you test, guys, I recommend you to disable the conform email, because it's going to try to send an email, and then when you click, it's going to go to localhost. But when you are building, disable this.
Where are you doing this? It's in
Okay, where am I doing this? I'll go slower. Authentication, then I click on sign in, sign up, and I have a list of providers. You see, I could enable Google if I want. And then on email, I click here on this arrow, and then I click on conform email to disable that.
Sorry, I'm blind.
No, sorry. Should I zoom?
Don't you just save it, man?
Maybe just save it, man. Yeah, what the hell, Alex?
Which way if you want?
And this is because I'm looking at that, and I should be looking at this. I go there, it's there. All right, thank you. Arigato gozaimasu. All right, so we did that, but in any case, what Lovable was telling us wasn't exactly complete. So it said, ensure the auth tables have been properly created, and I'm gonna argue with it. Were you not supposed to create the auth table and relative features for me? Now he's gonna hate me. Or Jenny, you could say, can you please create the tables so that I can allow a user to log in and sign up and so on and so forth? No. Bye. Oh, finally. You see what it's doing? It's giving us a bunch of SQL. If you know what this is, you can review it. It's intelligent because it says, I'm not just going to run it. I want you to approve it. So if you know what you're looking at, you can just review it and say, no, but I want this table to be different. If you have no idea, trust it. Say, apply changes.
What about migrations and everything?
What about migrations and everything? You do that through Supabase. It depends. Give me a use case, and I'll tell you if it's better to do it on Lovable or Supabase.
No, I mean like have a feature to, for example, to add a versioning to the database. Like
Yes, the database is versioned on Supabase. You can.
Yeah,
It's Postgre. It's PostgreSQL.
yeah.
So everything that Postgre.
Supabase you also can create branches, right?
Yeah, you can branch,
Oh no, this is new on DB actually. Sorry.
but also on Supabase you can. Yes. And if anybody has more technical questions, I'll give you my contact after the session, like something really specific, and you can contact me whenever you want in the next few days, and I'll get back to you. Don't ask ChatGPT, or do, and then talk to me. Alex GPT, yeah, sure. I'm going to say, I'm having lunch. I'm going to get back to you. All right, so the SQL migration was successful. Do we trust this? Let's try. Let's try to register. Username. Oh, now we have a username. John Doe, I like it. I'm going to try this, maybe. So this would have taken us quite some time. Oh, now I can log into my account. You know, now, for example, this takes me to the login. In a regular app, I might write down, hey, after a user sign up, give them a pop-up confirmation, tell them thank you for signing up, give them a button, which you can implement whatever you want. But for now, for the sake of this little product we're building, let's try to sign in. I knew it. It doesn't let me sign in. It does. All right, so this thing, I didn't even know it existed. It said, you want to build this thing? Let me recommend you something here. So we started at 7:30, right? So more or less after our chat. It's 8:15 and we already are halfway through it. Yes or no? Yeah. Before we continue with your, and then again, I'm going to give this to you, and when you make a lot of money, you're going to buy a beer for all of us or whatever they want. For people that don't drink something else. All right. Before we continue, any questions so far? Anything that is unclear? Yes?
Okay. Is there a way of also asking, like, okay, you know what's my need, my project, what I need to build? Can you build me an overview of all the steps and all the things that I need to build to complete this project? Or is that like only on the project?
I love that one. Okay, so another new feature that these beautiful people released is called the chat-only mode. And you can enable that here. You see this default thing? Okay, so if I click on chat-only, and I ask it exactly what you said, before we continue, before we continue, I have a question. But in any case, I wouldn't recommend to do it here. You know why? Because you pay. So it's better to do it like maybe you do it in Claude or in OpenAI, in ChatGPT, and then you take it here, you know? But for the sake of the session, I think it makes sense. I have a question. Do you feel that in order to implement my requirement and reach my target audience, I should build any specific feature? I could also say, and if so, why?
I would imagine that this requires, like, if Lovable probably has enough knowledge to know what's the whole map that needs to be done, and then it's going to just break down in all the steps, and then it can easily see how the app works, and then it's teaching me what I need to do.
Yes, but to do so, you had to, it will work better if you do this thing I mentioned in the beginning, that is to add knowledge, because it will use that information to understand. Now we're being really, blunt.
Okay.
Any other question in the meantime?
Will we get to publish? How to publish the project? Or?
Yes, we do publish. If all goes well and nobody leaves us soon, we're going to publish. Maybe it will not be fully completed, but it will be published. Yes?
Would you mind to share the prompts of our
I can do more. I can schedule the project. Okay, so yes. I see a question in the back.
You quickly mentioned GitHub integration earlier. You know when you update one in GitHub or in Lovable, do they automatically update the other, or do you have to push on any?
No, and I can show you without interrupting this. I can show you how it works, because on my project, the finance one, here you see that I have GitHub. Okay, it's connected to my repository. Okay, so if I click on View on GitHub, you can see that I have the code here. Make sense? Now, say that I go here, and then I want to edit. I will edit a random thing, okay? So, Lovable, generative projects. Commit changes, whatever that is, bam. When I commit on my GitHub and I go back to my Lovable, if it doesn't betray me, okay. You see that it says external commit, update index.html. So it's already syncing up.
I have a question about GitHub. And if I work on the project, I don't like it, create a mess, I want to roll back to a previous version. What can I do?
Scooby-Dooby-Doo. You go on history, and then you go here and you choose whichever version you want.
All of these are committed.
Once you roll back here, it will roll back on GitHub.
Okay, so it's always aligned.
Yes.
Alex, is it both for desktop and mobile?
Okay, this is for web apps. So there's a mobile responsive view, and if you click here, you see the mobile version. Okay. The only thing this is not for is
User page? Can you show the user page? How it helps?
the user page.
After login.
Yeah. Let me just. This is another tool. Wait. Let's go back to our tool here. Okay. If I go here and I do this, of course it might. Well, it's kind of okay. But then I can say, I don't like the sign out. I think this font should be smaller. You know. The only thing this is not suitable for is native apps. Okay, there's other AI tools that we're not going to cover today for native iOS and Android apps. This is great for web apps, iOS and Android. I will tell you after. Because I don't remember the name, but I know that.
How frequent you have to open GitHub and do edits? Is that common?
So the way in which I work with this, but it doesn't mean that you have to work in the same way, is when I'm happy with what I built here, and I think I'm kind of ready with the prototype, I push to GitHub. And then I work in VS Code or whichever other editor I want when I want to keep building on top of that. The good thing about this, though, is that if you give it style guides, because at some point you're going to open that code, and that code might not make any sense to you because you never saw the code until now. But if you give it a style guide and say, hey, please add comments everywhere, extensive comments, use this particular approach to do it, when the day comes when now it's my turn to work on this, I will understand what the hell is happening.
But can I choose also the language to build like, I don't know, if I want to use
Yeah.
like Python rather than something else to build like...
Okay, so this is where, why you're laughing. Okay, so now, Supabase, it depends on the backend you connect to. If you connect to Supabase, Supabase doesn't use Python in the edge functions, okay? If you want to use Python, you have to connect to your own backend, and your backend runs Python. Okay. But like once you have API connection, you can connect to anything. You cannot control a lot of the technology stack. While with Bolt, you can, right? You can choose the tech stack. This one is still a bit limited, but they are working on it. At least that's what they said last week. It gets built in React, CN, and then uses Supabase or any other backend. Sometimes you encounter issues. I'm really surprised that we're not seeing a big red error yet. I hope we will. But this app is so good, and you know. But now we have to see what happens here because I have no idea what happens here. You know.
Can we also build an app in another language, or is that too much and I need to put
In an actual language, I mean other than English, or
another language?
you can. Like all the prompt-based apps, like they work better with English, but like under the hood, this thing is running Claude or OpenAI. You can choose the model. Because if I write down build this app using OpenAI, it will use that model. If I say Claude, it will use that model. So whatever you can do right now with ChatGPT or with Claude, you can do it here. So if I start talking in Portuguese, se vou falar em português com essa aplicação, funciona.
Can we ask it to put a button here to change the language inside the app?
Yes, we can. Can I kick it? Okay.
Yeah.
So to go back to you, Nicole, you see what it says here? To make this product more valuable for, sorry guys. To make this product more valuable for job seekers, here are some key features. It tells you, why don't we do an application pipeline management, a smart notification system. So and then here's where it gets fun. Look here. Create implementation plan. You can continue. And then at some point you can say, hey, why don't you implement all of that? And it will break, but it will start to create everything. All right, so switching from chat only now. Default. What should we do here? What do you think should happen? Now in my dashboard, so what do I do here?
We should start with number one, the application pipeline management, because we already have the dashboard, and then we need to start adding the data.
So is this something that people see in the dashboard?
Yeah.
Please implement in the dashboard the application pipeline management feature. So one thing, guys, of course, like we might not fully complete the app because we are in conversation as well, no? So there's moments where we talk to each other, but if you are on your own, if it doesn't take you 2 hours and it takes you a day, it's still great, you know? Do you guys feel that you might be using this app starting tomorrow? And we're going to see some of those ideas come to life?
Any testers?
Because, can I announce the thing I want to announce? Yeah? Can I announce the thing I want to announce or not? Okay, so coming soon. So this session today is also a test about something that I would like to do really soon and that me and my collaborators are planning. It's going to be a 2 days ideathon, okay? So pretty much we're going to be in groups we're going to build and launch an idea for real over a weekend. And then the people that want to continue working on that idea will be part of a revenue sharing approach. So we build it together, we benefit from that together, and this is going to happen very soon. And the idea is that we also want to have marketers working with AI. It has to be AI only, just to prove the point. So marketing people working with AI tools, and tech people working with tech tools. And then we were copywriters working with AI copywriting tools, you know? And things like that, and we will divide you guys into teams if any of you is going to come. You can keep yourself posted on my LinkedIn and on the communities. And the idea is to do this reader experiment. We did something similar in Spain and overseas, but never here, at least not me. So
When?
Soon, yeah. Coming soon.
Alex, is it only for the mobile or for the one that where you can create actual apps for iOS and Android?
That will be super open. We can create anything. It will not be just Lovable. It will be everything.
Two-day workshop, not like workshop where we
It's more like an hackathon that I like to call an ideathon. so it's gonna be different from this. This is one of the tools we can use, but the tools of choice will be determined by the idea we want to build. You know, if we want to. Yes.
You've said you've done already these weekend hackathons.
Yes.
Do you mind?
Not with AI, because not like this full AI one with this tool because this is very new, but with other things. Yeah.
But not with AI, or?
Yeah, some AI, not this AI.
I'm just wondering how they were. Whether something came out of it, people are using it, or?
Yeah, I mean that accounts to how good our marketing is. But yeah, like some are in use, but like we organize these events to generate ideas. You know. What happened here? Oh, we have some icons. Have you seen that? All right. So this application. Oh, we have the error finally. Okay, you see, build unsuccessful. What the hell happened? Yes. So when you get an error, when you get when you get an error, the Lovable gives you an option to see the error. You see this thing? Okay. And on the top there's this button, magic button, that says try to fix it. All right? Can you please try to fix it? And it might take him ages, but what happens is that it generates a prompt for itself saying, for the code I get the error below, blah, 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 blah. Fix it. Okay, in the meantime, you try to fix it. So in the meantime, I want to show you this little thing that I mentioned before, 24/dev. How many of you know this website? 0? That's awesome. 24th.dev. Yeah. Have you ever heard about this? Do you know what this is for? They call it the NPM for design engineers. So what this website does is like, you see all these beautiful things here, scroll animations, all this, yeah? This thing, this effect, there's a lot of different buttons, avatars. So pretty much like it's a design library. But here's where it gets really interesting, guys. 20, yeah. Sorry about that.
21st.
Misspelled. I mispronounced. Okay, so what this is for? Say that we want our website to look a bit nicer, and we like this kind of buttons here. So like this one, this border button, yeah? Okay, say that we want your buttons to be like that. We're not gonna do it because it's weird. But we're gonna. You can pick one you like. We have this one. We have this one.
Maybe this one, yeah.
It's nice.
Explore components, yeah.
Ooh. Okay. So say that we want this one. Now we see if it works. I tried it today. Okay. So you see that there's our little heart here. It's super nice. So the way in which this works is it's made for no code or any code, because you also can copy the code itself, but it supports no code tools, and not just this one, but also Bolt and all the others. But if we copy this prompt, okay, for Lovable, and we click on copy prompt, okay.
Is this from a Chrome extension, the button there, or it's just?
No, this is part of the site.
Okay.
It's the site itself. So if you go here, if you go back to our project, this guy, what's happening here? Let's see. Oh, the error has been fixed. Huh? I guess. All right, so what if you guys, I'm gonna kick you out. So let's say that we want to do this add application button. Okay, it might not work because of CSS style priority, but let's try. I want you to implement this style for the add application button in my dashboard. And then I just paste this, and let's see what happens. If it works well, this button will change. It might change and not be exactly like the one we saw on the website, because sometimes it's better to do it directly before even creating buttons. Say, hey, use this style, because if yeah. All right, so here. Now I'm curious to see what it's doing.
I have a question in the meantime. You said earlier if you want comments in the code, so it's easier to understand, would you do that in the knowledge?
Yes.
The settings knowledge? You said
Yes.
Okay.
I will also write examples of the coding style I want. Examples of any sort.
Alex, you ask one request at a time, or you can ask multiple requests?
You can ask multiple requests, but be open to get errors. You know, because the more work you give the AI, the more it gets confused.
So, for example, now in past a lot, it's developing a lot. I just realized there is some part missing that it's probably in the beginning that we could have said, oh, there's an error, there's something to fix here. Can you just do that still, like refer to
Yes.
that part?
Yes.
Because, for example, we're doing doc application dashboard, but reality is that it's not really tracking the application. You should have actually the application tracking of like
Yeah.
places. What is it that
But that's what we had to tell it. So we say, okay, now I want to develop. We will do that now, and then we will ask you what you want.
Is that like, have like kind of a database?
Yes, but
Before that.
this thing, this dashboard, we never even mentioned what we want.
Yeah,
If we start describing what we want in the dashboard, it will happen.
Yeah, that's
And that's what we are going to do here with Horde now. Remove the duplicate export, the component is now exported, blah, blah. Okay, let's see what happens. I don't even remember what the effect was like. Opa.
Maybe it's in the
Oh yeah.
So, copy and paste design is here, guys.
Makes it faster to click the button.
Yeah, add application. Okay, so what do we want in this dashboard? Let's now develop the dashboard. Okay, so what do we want the user to be able to do? So I'm here, what should I see?
In the dashboard or in the pipeline, the ad application?
Is it not in the pipeline here? Should we not have a pipeline area, or it's another screen for you?
It probably before that.
Didn't you ask it to make it already?
Yeah, because the dashboard will be the
but we got
result
enough.
of what user inputs on the pipeline. So we went away for users to input the jobs that they are
Okay, so it's another screen.
applying.
The ad application.
Yeah, add application button. Maybe
The application
does it do
button,
anything?
it opens
It
a
can be
model.
just on top of that.
It says company, position, location, salary notes.
Maybe
That's what it
connect it to LinkedIn or like famous
Oof.
job application platform, so it does on your behalf.
We need to see the APIs it offers.
Yeah, that would be possible.
LinkedIn is not
to
good.
rate
There's
the
no API.
You can scrape it.
Yeah. You can scrape it.
No, the thing is there's an API that scrapes it.
Okay.
You can see the thing.
Okay. Guys, how much time?
There's third
5 minuti.
APIs you can call, they'll scrape the
Ah,
data
okay.
for you, but they have it
All right. So, this is... Ah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but the questions we are already kind of busy.
That's the information, like maybe you can enter with the voice instead of just typing.
You could have just
With a prompt.
With the prompt,
I promptly, hey, I just
There are ways...
and the link of the LinkedIn or the Google Job.
We can connect voice if we want, and if we connect to Supabase, we can interact with voice APIs. But like, if we try to do everything right now, we want to get somewhere with the first version. Yes. Why don't you come closer? There's a free chair here.
She wanted to replace Excel, so
Exactly.
just have like this place, like a table that is actually exporting from a spreadsheet, or she will just later on put the inputs there.
Yes.
And then you just have to
Okay, so, but I'm the executor, you're the product owner. So tell me what you want me to do now.
Okay, so ad application should be either manual enter, as
Okay.
it is right now.
Okay.
Add like curly and import from Excel. Yeah.
So you,
Add import from Excel.
another option? So,
No, the ad applications could be.
So I go
a
here,
button, yeah,
have
go
this,
here, on
and
this
then?
row, yeah. And the add new job application should be manual or from Excel.
but now we have just one button.
Just one button, yeah. It can be split in
So we need another button named add new job application. Or you want this?
Does the AI is able to split a button into two actions?
write the prompt?
Yeah.
Or
What?
write a prompt?
But like, what do you mean by split the button?
That the button will have two options here. One
Here,
for you
in
to-
this pop-up,
exactly,
okay.
In this pop-up.
And it could be like manual or.
from Excel,
Oh, okay. So when I add a new job application, after clicking on the add application button. So guys, what we are doing right now, we are changing the screen so that the user will be able to choose if they want to manually add the application or import from an Excel file, okay? Okay. Okay. We want the user to choose between two options. Manual add, which will show the screen we have now, and import from Excel, right?
Yeah.
Where the user should be able to choose and upload the file, yeah?
And upload the file.
file. Okay. So what? Here's the thing. When we import from an Excel, we have to tell the application what to do with that, because the Excel has a specific format. Okay.
Exactly, yeah.
So what's the format? Do you have it in mind?
Yeah, the format will be to map the fields, company, position.
The Excel
location,
format should match the fields
the
that we
fields.
currently
Can you not
are.
have just something that instead of matching the field, like just
Okay,
read
let's
it
start
in
with that.
Excel and then make it?
Sorry?
Because you're saying that like the Excel should match this, but that's not what you want. Like if it is something that is easy for the person, the user, they might have their Excel like all messy, but wouldn't the AI just like be able to capture and understand which fields that they have it on the Excel and already like fill in? And this way we have our table and basically what
But like we still want to give a format. Like AI will help you,
yeah,
but
that's what I'm saying. We generate
the template, yeah.
template that we want.
Yes.
And then in the end of the day, like you're just asking the AI to read the Excel in the case.
Yeah, but the template that we want has to be with the format that we have there.
And then
Also because we need validation, right? We can't let people just upload whatever.
I think that would be a bug.
There will be.
I will just say like, oh, I don't see the fields there. Like you need to rename it to this, this, and that.
Ah, yeah, the validation. Yeah, yeah. We can after we do the feature, we can add validation.
Yeah, he asked him to match and validate, so we're expecting that the app will say.
You
like,
see what's
hey,
happening
where
here?
is the column for these?
So am I wrong, or like now you're?
It is broken because of that.
But am I wrong, or you guys are becoming specific about this?
Yeah.
You know why? Because it's real. It's becoming real. So now you're thinking about making this work,
True.
right? Before it was, yeah, can we do this? Now, wait, it should have this and that. No, but this feature should be implemented. You know? All right. What is it doing? The add effect. Yeah. Sometimes the application tells you to refactor code. Okay. And sometimes the application gives you the white screen of that that we have right now. I cannot see the dashboard anymore. Maybe.
Do you recommend clicking on the refactor usually when it's there?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't do it until it starts to say that there's two of them. But yes, do it. It will break the file into different components.
Another question, can I stop the Lovable from doing something? Like for instance, she changed her mind.
Yes, this is a stop button.
I stopped that, okay.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Yeah, you're probably right.
That happened when I want to optimize the prompt.
Yeah.
A lot.
So like right now, like we run against time, but like again, what I recommend you to do is you open another AI tool like Claude or OpenAI. You write down your project details. You ask Claude to help you breaking that down into different tasks, and then you also can mention I need a series of prompts that I'm gonna input into a no-code tool to create my project. Help me building those prompts, okay? And I did that with the Money Finder app, and then you start using Lovable, you know? So you first of all, you don't spend money trying to get the initial skeleton. And you have clarity about everything that you gotta build. And you can also add this information in the knowledge area that I showed you, okay? The managed knowledge area. And in that way, it will take you even less time.
In the knowledge area, can we put PDF and files?
No, you can, but you can paste things. It's here, so the knowledge area is here, and you can paste things for now.
Okay.
Keep in mind that new features come every week, so maybe.
Can you refresh the project?
Changes already applied. Okay. You need to let's refresh the project. Yeah. Woohoo! Okay, so what happens if I click on this? Manual entry, import from Excel, choose file. And it also tells me example format, you see? I never told it, I'll give an example to the user. All right, so now I will upload it and it will never work because it didn't create the functions, okay? So, yes?
I want to put another form. For example, another form on the form on the plugin. Can I copy the form and put?
And you can do a screenshot of the form and you say, I want a form exactly like this.
Copy the form.
Yeah. You can. All right, so I have no idea what to do with the file. I don't have a file, but but I can do this.
Can you ask it to create mock data for you?
You say, oh, what did you say? Okay, so, okay, I like what you just said because it's simple. You heard what she said? To ask the tool, the application to work with mock data for now. So we can also simulate what happens when we upload a file, but we're not going to even think about how the file should look like. Yeah? So for now, whenever I upload any file, I want you to pretend that I have uploaded a file in the correct format, one in the correct. Use mock data for the table, yeah?
Okay,
For
so
job
you
application
have to be specific
table.
about the user we're talking about, or does he already know?
10 records in the file. What do you mean by user?
Because we are logged on one specific user, so he has to mock data just for that user? Or
You don't have to be specific about it. What you will already know, because there's already a policy that connects everything to the user that you're logging with. Okay, well, I'll help you fix the issue. No, the blank dashboard was fine. Add application dialog component to handle any uploaded file and simulate importing 10 job applications from it. Let's see.
One question about now that you put like mock data, if tomorrow you want to remove it.
You say from now on, I no longer want mock data. Make sure that you retrieve, that you actually read the file and store into the database.
So basically, like this, I don't break.
Yes, it doesn't break anything. We did that yesterday, remember?
Or could you just go back to the history before that?
You don't need that. I mean, if you didn't do anything after, yeah. But if you created new pages, you can't.
It's doing.
Oh, for demo purposes, any file type will work. Okay.
it will import.
I like this thing. Any file type. Let's give them a screenshot. Import. I don't believe you. Okay. Manage your job application. Okay, this thing sucks, but hey.
Interview offer rejected. Wow.
Woohoo! You see, Lovable, they love you. I'm just showing you to.
Now I understand the name.
This is the thing. So for all the software engineers, okay, this is not the end of our job or your job, you know. This is an lie. Also, at some point, for complex architectures, this thing will never work, okay? If you work for enterprise architecture, for now, maybe in a year from now, yes, but you will not be able to build what you need to build. Because there's complex backends, there's different systems that interact with each other, Supabase might not even be remotely what you're gonna choose, and you know, there's a lot of things. But there's AI agents coming. Did any of you see Manus?
Yeah.
Are you? That's crazy.
That's crazy.
What is that?
It's an AI general agent, so it works like ChatGPT, but with agents, and each agent has their own browser, isolated. It's in limited access for now, so I requested to access. But they show, for example, you will love this. I will send you the video. One of the examples say, I want to buy $1 million property in Lisbon. I want it to be the full report and run an entire research and analyze the market for me, find me the best properties, reach out to them, and then, and it does that like in 20 minutes and opens all the websites, runs filters, downloads report, produces reports, sends them to you, and keeps working. And you can shut down your computer and it keeps doing that for you because it's an autonomous agent. And it's general agent because it works like ChatGPT. You really do, hey, I want to do this, this, and that.
What's the name of the tool?
MANUS. You have to request access. It's from, guess where it's from? It's from China. They're kicking. Huh?
Don't you think that for now it's, for example, better to use QAI or something like that instead of Manus that is so automated those agents?
Yes, I mean, it depends on the level of control you want, yeah?
So much it will cost, not for now, with the API that is for free, but
Yeah,
in the future.
for sure. In the future, I think the menus will grow.
Yeah.
I have a friend who uses it for e-commerce,
Nice,
and he's Chinese.
awesome.
I was just what the blocker for many of us will be like, okay, I build something with Lovable and then I have to push it online.
It's so complicated because like if I click this button, I wonder what happens.
Okay.
I mean, it will go on a domain the Lovable generates for you, but if you want to test it, because now, if I go here, and if you guys have the will and the desire to, ooh, this is so cool. Okay, if you guys type this one, c-393818.lovable.app, can you see the website?
No.
You have to type it on your Chrome, yeah?
You can post it in the group.
Yeah, but you're not all in the group. All right? Okay, so.
Yeah, but we can send by email.
Yeah. So, I mean, I will publish this at some point because it's a product. We're going to make it private. This is going to go to you. Please continue. And launch this. And give it a name.
Alice is solving my problem.
All right.
That's why you want it solved.
So, guys, for example, now. So, you can publish in the free version and use just Lovable. Lovable gives you like their hosting. You see this button here that says Edit with Lovable? This one you can disable, okay? And I recommend you to do it, otherwise people can copy that. Also, this project that now is so cool, that was public, is gonna become private. So to make your projects private, you need to purchase a license. Public means that everyone on Lovable can see that and continue working from here. They can get this, pretty much, okay? If you want it private, you have to buy a license.
So they can just work from it and then steal it if they want?
Yes. So if you want to do something collaborative, you keep it public. Steal it, I don't think they're going to steal it. They have to steal like an artist, like that book. They can steal this, but they can steal her. That's the thing. She's the mind behind it. So, all right.
How did you see prompts that you used for that project?
Oh, okay. You see prompts that I use for this project. Okay.
If you put the button back and show how it works.
The what? Sorry.
If you put the button back, then you can show him what happens if you click on the Lovable, edited with Lovable.
Yeah. Okay, so here, where were we? Guys, so there's ways in which you can see this. So a Lovable user can share the project with you, and if they enable this and you want to see the prompts, so you click on Edit with Lovable, and when you do, it will open the project for you, and you can see all the prompts. There's many public projects on the platform already. All right, so boom. Can I break this a little? So say that I'm not really a big fan of this landing page, and I don't like this style, okay? And I want it to be in another style, maybe dark.
Dark.
Okay? So, does any of you know a website named Landingfolio? Landingfolio is just a showcase of landing pages, okay? So sometimes I go here and say, hey, let me find one. So I'm going to just pick one that is Landingfolio, okay? So if I want it black, okay, black, it's not very black. What did you say? What did you say? I don't want, okay, so let's say that I like this kind of style, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so this, I'm going to visit the site. Is there like a, we go there after, yeah?
Yes.
Who the hell is doing a workshop? Let's go dance. We're almost done, guys. Anyway, we managed to publish a product, yes? It kind of works. It's a mock, whatever, but like.
You have testimonials. Must work.
Yeah.
Objection.
Yeah, like I can also say, take this list of testimonials and just, fake it and make a slider that rotates them. All right, so I took a screenshot of this page. I'm downloading that. Guys, did you all hear what I'm about to do?
We're going to upload it to Lovable.
I screenshot and also.
Yes. So, So when you want to navigate pages, you can do it from here, you see? You click here, you say index, and I go back to the index, all right? So now I want to destroy this and break a beautiful project. What is happening? So if I take this, I say, I don't really like the landing page look and feel. I would prefer to apply the same style of the attached landing page. And be careful here. It's better if you say without changing any of the copy, okay? Huh?
What do you mean any of the copy?
Copy text. Just focus on the styling. Let's see what happens.
This is what I would write actually, so good job. Don't like the styling.
Yeah, I hate this.
I hate it.
But you were,
Who do you think I am?
You were not really honest because before you said you loved it.
Yeah, I wasn't honest.
Okay.
I reserve myself the right to change my mind. I just found something better.
That makes AIs angry.
It's this shiny object syndrome. All right. In the meantime, any questions? Okay, shall we take the questions? Let's go. Stay there.
Project public so that we can see the prompts, because when it's private, when I navigate.
You're talking to the wrong person. It's yours.
He wants to see the prompt. You could have already recorded the prompts.
So, should it stay private or can we make it public? She's the owner. We built an idea for real. So, can we make it public? What we can do.
We can do it.
For a price.
Huh? For a price.
Exactly.
We have. So what we can do, well, maybe we can share the prompts, yeah? We can share the prompts, but we're not going to make the project public. So we can give you like some of the prompts, okay? But I would invite you to try to build your own app. You see what just happened here? I mean, it's because I picked that, you know? But like, it did change everything, and it did take into account the fact that we need to change also the colors. So the colors changed to match the background, okay? You see? Now I could say, hey, but this should be white. But what I wanted to demonstrate is that I gave it like a layout, and it actually transformed everything into this layout.
Can I just say, just check for accessibility, because accessibility is not great.
You know, I haven't tried that. I like that. Can you make sure to
Just write check for accessibility.
Can you check for accessibility?
No, just check for accessibility.
Man, I'm being recorded.
I mean,
Please,
that's what power.
can you review the current landing page colors and check for accessibility? Make any change that you see fit. Okay, so there was another question in the meantime. There, and then you, and then you.
Just a quick question. At some point when I was asking you about the research on the internet, you were going to say something that Lovable doesn't do. Can you explain what are the limitations of Lovable then?
What, something the Lovable doesn't do?
Yeah, you were going to say.
So if you say that here in the prompt, I write down, hey, I want you to add a section with the latest articles from today. Lovable here will tell you, sorry, I cannot surf the internet. But what I can do is connect to a backend that does. So from here it doesn't surf the internet. But if you want to, if you say I want to connect to OpenAI, it will say give me your API key, and from that moment, Lovable can't directly surf the internet. But if you say from now on, please use OpenAI every time I ask you to surf the internet, it will do that. And I can show you examples. There's public examples using OpenAI, you know?
It did it.
So it did that, yeah?
Yeah, thank you.
Increase the liveness, you see? I've improved that. So I did that. Better price in contrast, you see?
much better.
Yay!
Yeah, that's
Nice! All right. One thing is, can I just show you the last thing and then I let you guys go? I want to implement the purchase process. Can we make sure that people can purchase my product with Stripe? Just the name one.
Are you asking because you're kind, or like can you be direct, like implement it from?
Implement Stripe. Now, okay, so here's what happens. You see what it says? I'll help you implement the Stripe purchase process. I'll need, guys, sorry guys. I'm sorry. We're trying to implement Stripe for payment, okay? So what does Lovable say? It says, I'll help you implement Stripe, but you have to give me the API key, all right? So luckily for you, I already created a sandbox on Stripe. Because what product, unless it's a free product, guys, I know they will like. But if you want to make money with this?
Yeah, don't make free products.
All right. I like it. All right. Of course, she wants to make money. Are you kidding me? It was the publisher working, yeah? Oh, yeah. Click to copy. Okay, so here, where is my friend? Hello, darkness, my friend. Wrong. This one. Okay, so here it says add API keys. Okay, I click on that. It gives me a pop-up, and if it was another API, it would have said the same thing. So submit.
But if you want to manage like a recurring payment, it's managed by Supabase or
Stripe. By Stripe.
So
Then you can say manage it with Stripe, but record those onto Supabase, because maybe you want to do something else with that. You want to send notifications, but Stripe already out of the box gives you everything to manage recording payments.
And now we wait for the first sale, because someone in Bangladesh, India, will be buying it.
Do you like this? You?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you have more control with cars.
Of course.
I like control.
But that's the thing. but you did miss something here.
Oh, what?
That I can commit to GitHub at any time and then continue in Cursor. Of course you have more control with Cursor. But if you're a non-technical founder,
it's amazing.
If you're, that's the thing, no? If you're not, if you're a non-technical founder, you can build this.
It's also, I don't know if I can say this, now that I noticed the whole thing, it's very good to make you understand how much you don't know about your own idea.
Of course.
Because you start putting it in and it's like, oh, I actually don't
That's
know
a very good point, actually. Yeah, it makes you think.
Yes.
Say, oh, wait, something's missing. And there were questions there. You had a question, yeah, right? And then him. In the knowledge area? Everything that you want to make sure that Lovable remembers every time you interact with that. For example, there's a thing that, like, sometimes if you don't say, hey, the product name is this, when it rebuilds, it changes that. And it becomes another product. So say, hey, make sure that you always call it this. Or you can say, like, use this particular design, maybe. I don't know. I want a Van Gogh-inspired website. You can say, okay, make sure to always use these colors. You can give them branding information, styles, language. So whenever you create copy, you can say, use a friendly tone or use a semi-professional tone.
You can add details while you're using it.
Yeah, you can update the knowledge base.
I think, at least for me, one of the most important things is to protect code, right? So you can say, don't touch any payment code. Once the code is done, you can say, don't touch it anymore. You're not allowed to touch that code.
That's a very good point. You can say that after this is implemented, don't touch it. And also, once you push this to production, it will tell you, hey, when you push, you have to create RLS policies if you connect to a backend. So it will also implement all the security policies that it has to implement so that your code is secure in production. So non-public accessible APIs and all those things, okay? Then, of course, I recommend you to review it. What did we do? I've implemented a complete Stripe checkout flow. I don't believe it, and I'm quite sure it didn't, but we try. Uh-oh.
No, you have to pay yourself.
Man. Let's create another account. Test at google.com. There's something that is wrong here. Have you seen that? We're gonna fix it.
Create an account again.
Yeah, but the sign up screen is kind of destroyed. But we're gonna let me fix it. Fix the I don't know. In this case, I want to show you this, guys. Okay, fix it.
There is a problem. Much faster with tools that give you everything. The more power you have, the more you get frustrated very fast.
It's true, right? Because you want it now.
You get a lot of things and still.
Okay, so there was another question in this area. Yes.
I want to publish on a different domain.
Okay. Oof. The question came. So how do you publish that on a different domain? Okay. On Netify. Okay. So there's different ways in which you can do it. Either you can push the code to GitHub as I showed before, and then you download the code and you put it wherever you want manually. Or if you are a fan, you can use something like this. Do you know this one? Netify? So this thing gives you free hosting up to a certain point. And if you have your code on GitHub, you create an account here. There's an option that says import from Git. Connect your GitHub and then push and it's live. And you can connect your custom domain from this Netify to begin with. The pricing starts from, there's so many tools, guys. There's so many. Starts from 0, but like otherwise, and you have a single membership, 100 gigs, 300 build minutes, bandwidth. Yeah. Yeah, because their goal is to take you through this funnel, right? At some point you will need this if you do well. And it's $19 per member, so, okay? Yes. Okay, 2 minutes, okay. Wow. Let's finish this.
Ooh.
Okay, so let me try to create a bloody account.
Why do you create a new one?
Test. Huh?
Why do you create a new account?
Because I want to make sure that there's nothing, because I want to buy something. Yeah, that was from.
Pay for this subscription.
I don't even know if they forgot one. So otherwise, let's use mine. Good idea. It has to work for everything. Whoa, what happened here? But I want to buy this. Where is the flow? I don't understand. Where will be my flow? Okay, so in this case, which is the thing I wanted to do, I do this, okay?
You can also, I think, drag and drop the screenshot from the corner right in there.
Ah, yeah. Good idea. So, the Stripe checkout process should start whenever I choose a paid option in the pricing section. Make sure to include a thank you page and the link to go to the dashboard. This is the last thing we do, guys, after the payment has been completed. Okay, so can we? I think I don't know if I'm still recording. Last question. Hey.
Can I copy another Lovable project in that prompt, like so it should be a similar project in your Lovable database and use some features?
You can start from an existing project if it's public, okay?
Yes, if it's public.
So you can, or you can start from a template. One second, we have to, let's complete this last prompt. If it breaks, we're gonna end it here. And then you came through which community today? There were 2 meetups.
Sign-up+meetup.
Ah, okay.
She was working here.
Okay, so afterwards, I'm gonna, okay. So I'm gonna send you an email.
See my CRM?
All right. When a user clicks, you see, it creates a freaking edge function now. All right, so this like, I don't want to log in. When a user clicks on a paid plan, they'll be there.
Please sign in to continue with your purchase.
Okay.
Kind of makes sense.
Okay, yeah, it does.
I don't see that. You see? It doesn't.
Because we need a user profile.
Yeah.
But
try again now, yeah.
You know what you can do? You can
Let's
send
do this.
Then go to index and click upgrade to pro again.
Go to index and click on.
No. So log in now.
Yes.
Log in.
But I think it's gonna take me to the dashboard again.
I know. But then you go to index by selecting on the top menu, right?
Okay. I don't know why it's me or.
No.
Okay,
no.
so
instead
here.
Of dashboard. Instead of logging out, just click on dashboard.
I click on dashboard, yeah?
Yeah, and go to the index page.
Yes.
And then click upgrade to pro.
Ah, okay. But I have to change this so that.
Yeah.
Preparing checkout. Failed to initiate checkout. Okay. Checkout is not working, and when I click. Okay, we can end this and look at this. When you click on.
Storing the information that this user now has a paid account. And the AI will not capture for that what is missing.
If you tell him bit by bit how it should look like when you pay, wherever you are, you're probably going to get a much better result.
In the meantime, I saw that he created a success page. You see, there's the processing your payment here. Wait while we redirect you. All right, anyway. Oof. This was the end of the session, guys. Hope you liked it. And then, thank you so much. Whew. All right, the slides.
Okay, guys, before you leave, we ask if you want to be part of the group picture. We're going to get the picture.
Nice.
We also send you to the email. If you didn't leave the email, I think you sign up because once we check it out, we're going to send you the material and more communication.
So how does it?
Next.
Remember, next week we're going to have the event. We're going to meet up on the ADVPLUS community. And also you find our contacts if you want to connect with us.
If you want to scan us. You know?
And remember to get the paper before you leave because you have the daily
Free day.
I don't know if we have for everyone.
No, you're inside. Does it make sense?
Thank you so much, Letitia. So I will send you everything, okay?
Yeah, okay.
And you'll
I'm
continue.
connected with you on LinkedIn
Yes.
as well.
And of course, also you will find, I don't know, Alex, I don't know, sometimes probably you will come back soon on the Cube. But
We have other events coming. Like once you connect with me, I can send you all the details about the community. And it's not working?
No.
Why? All right, so let's change this. Why? Why is it not working? It's the coffee thing.
It opens here and not the LinkedIn app, and then
It's LinkedIn.
Yeah. But instead of opening the app, it opens in the browser where I'm not logged in.
Right, so let's change this. You can find me here. Yes.
What are the native apps, like native AI?
There's another. The native ones are the apps you need to use another.